Hey, this is Kishore from IIT Guwahati, BDS1, and lately I've been receiving a lot of queries about gap year and yeah, all of that. Even I'm a dropper, so I had the same phase. So here we are. Also, have some lemon iced tea. Mm. Okay.
Eternity later.
And I don't have a proper script, so it's just going to be like a random yap session, like all of my videos. Oops. So the first question is, uh, I. This is the exact question. I qualified UC but did not get a good enough rank. Should I take a drop or partial drop? So now, considering the first scenario, you gave UC for the first time and you could not make it to IIT. So now people keep telling their rank 300, 500, something, something. To be honest, rank does not matter. No matter like what rank you've got, it doesn't mainly secure that next time if you will be appearing for UC, you will still be getting that good rank or maybe that bad rank. I had a friend who got I guess somewhere around 700 or 800 in his first attempt, but then in his second attempt, even though he did really well, I don't know what happened during his exam, but he got somewhere around like 1000 rank. And then I had like even myself, I got like a rank of 1700 something in my first attempt, and in my second attempt I could make it here. So rank does not, whatever like rank you've got, it does not mean a lot, and it does not anyhow affect your next attempt in case you are thinking to appear for one. Secondly, why I took a gap year was, it's because like I was a PCM student and then I also had some health issues. So my focus was very scattered throughout the preparation phase, and I wondered if I could give my all in this 1 year to this thing that I genuinely enjoy, how much of my potential I can explore. You might be doing this right now. I don't know. You might be explaining your scenario, your situation to someone and asking them if you should go for a gap year. To be honest, stop going to places asking for answers that come from within you. You need to ask yourself some questions. Can you be true to yourself? Just ask yourself, can I be true to myself for the next 7 months in case I decide to take a gap year? Will I be consistent enough? And what are the things that I would like to explore? Only ask the third question only if the above two are a yes, and then move on to the third question. Like, if you go to a coaching institute or somewhere, they will tell you to like join their some XXY whatever batch, and they will teach you for your gap year. But we all know deep down inside that coachings don't really help, and you can maybe get an environment there or maybe some like peers there, but not exactly what you need for UCED. And if you ask like elderly, these previous generation people, they will tell you, oh my god, you are wasting 1 year of your life, you don't need to do this. So stop going to places asking this question if you should take a drop year. Rather ask yourself those questions I mentioned. Also, the very thing that you need to train yourself in case you go for a gap year is how to look at the world from a designer's perspective. And it should happen subconsciously. You don't need to like put a conscious effort. Oh my god, I'm seeing this pole like this. What if I was a designer? How would I see this? No, that's not how you do this. But also, like, okay, there are people who are very cool who already are very artistic, but that doesn't mean you can't be, because you can always train yourself to see the world from a different point of view. Yes, always. Even I used to see things very differently 2 years back, and right now I see things in a very different way. Over time, it happens. Also, when I say you need to be consistent in your drop year, that doesn't mean just lock yourself in the room and, uh, like keep studying, always solving PYQs or something, something. No. What I mean by being consistent is rather explore things, because this is not JEE. Explore all these places you've always wanted to go to, all these creative genres you wanted to read about, anything, all these books, along with preparation, a basic minimal amount of preparation. Gap year, in my case, gap year was very fun. I had my day sorted out that for these n number of hours I'll be studying, for these n number of hours I'll be exploring these this stuff. For example, like explore animation, stop motion, books, music, what else, crafts, paintings, anything you want to. Freelance if you want to, no one's stopping. Learn softwares, learn Blender, Adobe, Figma, whatever you want to. You have all your time. And to the people who could not answer yes to the questions and who don't really want to go for a gap year, uh, try your best to find like any state government colleges. Yeah, for example, also like fill the forms for DTU, NSUT. There's one Guru Gobind Singh that also provides BDES. These are all colleges in Delhi, which are government colleges. So the fees will be less. Yeah, and you will still be getting like a good exposure because it's one of the very like hustle bustle valley cities. Now, DTU and SUT have like 85% of Delhi reservation criteria, which is kind of sad. But a lot of people don't even fill the forms thinking of ki we won't get the seat because there's 85% criteria. But I know someone who filled like the form of the who filled like NSUT form, and she got the seat in like second last round or something, because towards the end, if there are any empty seats, they just allot it to the people who are outside Delhi. So you never know. Fill the forms. Also, there are some other exams like MAHCET, that is, I guess, for Maharashtra. So I guess a lot of states have their own specific state government exams, which make a way for you to get into some state college that has BDES. And if you are like really, really, really passionate for BDES, but you don't feel like you can spend a lot, or private colleges, you don't want to go to a like private colleges, there's also BFA in applied art, which has a very similar curriculum like BDES visual communication thing. So you can explore that also. About private colleges, I won't really make a statement because I don't exactly know which private colleges, like what. I don't know about any XYZ private college. It's like something I don't have my expertise in, and then talking about it on internet doesn't make sense like that. So I'll skip for that. Maybe you can go on LinkedIn, find people who are already studying in that college, and then text them on LinkedIn, or maybe find their ID on Instagram, talk to them. Don't vaguely get into any private college if you want to, but try talking to people who are already studying there. And then, yeah. Someone also asked if is drop worth it. Hmm. For me, it was very worth it. I learned a lot in my drop year. I traveled a lot in my drop year. I did some commissions in my drop year. So I explored to the fullest. Also, I made a lot of friends in my drop year. Online friends. If you are considering a drop year, just join Telegram groups. Or maybe if you think you can't be consistent, then join some like online coaching. Find people there and join coaching from the motive that it's for your consistency, not from the motive that they will teach you everything. Join it only because you want to be consistent, and if you can do it yourself, then Crazy. I used the same diary in my drop year, so I did self prep, and there are pages I can show how I used to like plan so many things. I guess this was more like 1 week's planning or 2 weeks planning. I would like write about all the PYQs I had to do, and here I would make a check mark box. It's not ticked because I had the same one on my room's wall and it was all ticked to check my consistency. And then I had like all the content ideas because I used to post on Instagram, and I also started like using Premiere Pro that year only. So all the writings, thumbnails, filmmaking stuff. I don't know. I was just learning so many things. I used to write a lot. Okay, enough diary showing. Someone also asked, 2026 was easy. Does that mean 2027 is going to be tough? Doesn't even matter, to be honest. It's a very relative thing because if the exam is easy, the like the cutoff will increase, and no matter if everyone has like scored like plus 20 marks, the whole it will increase like plus 20, as I said. So the cutoff increases, so it doesn't matter. If it's going to be a hard paper, everyone will score less. If it's going to be an easy paper, everyone will score more. So someone also asked about private colleges giving scholarships. That's one of the biggest scams, to be honest, I found out. Because I prepared for BITS design exam also, and I got into BITS twice. Yes, the first batch, the second batch, I got like twice, but I gave it for fun because it's expensive. So the thing is, I got to know about scholarships from there. Any private college that mentions on their website that they'll be giving you 75% scholarship or up to 75% scholarship, even if you get in, they give you scholarship. Even if it's like 25 or 50 percentage, it's going to be only for first year. So in the first year, if it's like a batch of 100 people, they might give scholarship to 50 people, but towards the end of the first year, they choose like only the achievers. They have some like 10 percentage criteria, or every college has different criteria. For BITS, it was like they said they'll be giving scholarship to only like the top 10% of people, which means like 10 people out of those 100 people will only be getting like their scholarship continued. Yeah, it's so messed up. And all these private colleges must be mailing you right now that you've acquired like 70% scholarship, xyz amount of scholarship. I mean, they mail everyone, so check your facts, choose your college very nicely, talk to people who are already studying there. To the people who got into IIT or who got a good enough rank to get into IIT, congratulations! Okay, that was bad. Uh, how do you compare multiple IITs? Haha, very funny. IIT Delhi, IIT Guwahati, IIT Hyderabad. Most of the people are confused in these three only, which I see. There are multiple factors on which you can compare them other than placement status, because all of the IITs have a pretty dead placement thing. Open their curriculums, because I guess most of the IITs have uploaded their curriculums openly, publicly. Compare their curriculums, see where you are interested in. Also, like Guwahati is more known for its UI UX. Hyderabad is more known for like animation and visual communication, I guess. And Delhi, I don't really know, but Delhi people seem very cool. Guwahati does not has like the engineering subjects that they used to have like 1 year ago. So we also have a normal curriculum now. Yeah. So if any of you is planning to come to Guwahati, you don't need to be scared. You can choose to come here. We have a very nice curriculum. Yes. Talk to the people who are already studying there. Okay, text them on Instagram. People are very ready to talk to you. I mean, seniors are very nice. Even like batchmates are very nice. They will usually reply to you. They are also very happy to see their own juniors. So, I've covered most of the things about drop year and why you should take it or why you should not take it. If you are even like 2% doubtful, don't go for it. I also appeared for like so many other exams. One of them was BITS, and I got like into BITS twice. And right now, I think uh, the first round is going on. Very soon, they'll be asking you for your portfolio, and the interview round is going to be held. So, if any of you is actually appearing for that, or if you need tips on that, tell me. Yeah, I have a lot of tips for that too. And yes, I'll be making a roadmap soon. I'll be making part A and part B videos like and showing my drawings soon. Soon this year. Hmm, Not much of commitment, but I will try my best. Oh, also, very important. What is a safer option? Partial drop or a full drop? See, if you are getting college like DTU or some other government college that you think is decent enough, go for a partial drop. Don't take risk because you see it is a very how do I say, it's a weird exam. If you got a good rank this year, doesn't secure that you will get a good rank next year. So go for a partial drop then. And if you got like not that great enough rank and you are not really getting that good options right now, and whatever options you are getting right now, you know that you can get those options easily next year, then go for a full drop. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, also, guys, you see these vinyl disc earrings? Okay, sorry for my accent. You see these vinyl disc earrings? Haha. I made these. I made these. These are cool. You know? You know? Okay. Okay. Take care. Bye bye.